Hello traders, welcome back to another episode of Weekly Watchlist. And this week's watchlist is going to be a longer one, so let me wrap it up as fast as I can. So in my last video I mentioned why we might see a bull rally, and indeed that's what we got this week. Going into the next week we can see a continuation of this bull rally, but there is a catch. Now both stochastic and RSI are shifting from the bullish to bearish, which means either we can get a continuation or some consolidation and then breakdown. Now considering that earnings season is upon us, I think the market is pricing upcoming earnings, and we might see another low after that, or a complete trend reversal and a solid push towards the upside. So without any further ado, let's get started with this week's watch list. Starting with Nasdaq is still within the bear flag formation, and 12,345 is the key level to break. At that price we will test the previous resistance and support levels, which I'm talking right this, where this is a support, this is a resistance turning into the support, and we test that, broke through it, then broke through it again once, and then came back down, got rejection from here, and now we are heading towards that level. If we pass through that level, then the next level to watch for is 12,800. Next one is SPY. Now the SPY is similar to Nasdaq, but the bull run is a bit more stronger than the Nasdaq, as that happened in most of the cases. Now the 3,900 will be the major level to break through, and if it does, then we can easily see a move towards a 4,000 level. Now at 4,000 it can be either consolidation or the rejection, or push. It will push even higher towards 4,200, somewhere around here, but that's a little bit unlikely, because it has to go through a lot of levels to go to that level, and it requires significant push towards the upside, which I don't think so we might get in this kind of situation. So these are the possible scenarios, and either one of them can play out, but which one that will be, time will tell. VIX is moving down, and it might retest the 24 level, from which it might bounce back again somewhere around here, where the previous resistance might turn into support, and we might get a bounce back from that level. Otherwise, if we broke through that level, then we quickly come down to 20 level, or we might see a little bit bounce back from this 22, or even before like 21-20 level. So just keep that in mind. Next one is XLV, or the healthcare sector. Among the other sectors, like XLV or the healthcare sector is having the stronger momentum. Watch for the retest of the 134 level. If we get a rejection from that level, then we can quickly come down and see the around like 127 level, where we might retest the previous support, or in case of the in bullish scenario we might see the retest of around like 136, and beyond that like around 140 level. This 136 and 140 level of push is a little bit exaggerated, so just keep an eye on this level, how it reacts at this level, 134 level. For now it can give us that push, but as you guys can see here, stochastic and RSI both are leaning slightly towards the bearish side. So after getting this push, we might come down close to 127. Next one is Apple will retest its 150 level soon, and either it can reject or move even further to retest the previous lows of 156. I'm talking about this one. And also their earnings are at 28th July, so that could be a catalyst for its higher move. AMD is a late bloomer, and it is possible like for it to move even higher because of the upcoming earnings report, which is on 26 July. If the semiconductor market is hot, remain hot, and then retest of 84 is highly possible, which hovers around somewhere around here. And beyond that, we might see a retest of like 87. At that point, it might face a heavy resistance and come back down again. As you guys can see here, MACD is turning bullish again. RSI and stochastic are bullish, where stochastic is a little bit bearish. So anything can happen, but in the nearest term, 84 level is not that far off. So just see let's see like what it has to do at that level. McDonald's has a wild run from its recent low of 232.44, and it's going into probably a weaker supply zone, so expect some chop over here around this area if we break through this area. But if we get a rejection, let's say from 255 around this level, which will be the middle of this resistance zone or the supply zone, then we can quickly come down to retest this 0.786 retracement of this drop, and 240 250 we can get on that downward move. NVDA, similar to AMD, it's running on the positivity in the semiconductor sector. It has some tough mountains to climb. As you guys can see here, this chart is not that bullish, but the continuation in the positive of the positive sentiment in semiconductor as well as in the overall market can give us 181, which is right around here, where we can retest that previous support, which turns into a resistance right over here. We break through it, coming back down and heading towards that level once again. Roblox had a nice push to the upside, and this week was a fantastic for Roblox as it was constantly pushing higher and higher. But right now that move is weakening a little bit. As you guys can see here, the stochastic is still bullish, but RSI is this one is stochastic, I'm sorry. So the stochastic is turning bearish, but RSI is a little bit bullish as of now. So what can happen is, like, if we get a breakthrough, see, we got a rejection from that level at 42, so, and it came down. So but if we get a continuation in the market, then we might get another push higher right towards the 51 level, 51 52 level. At that point, it's absolutely critical that that will be the critical level for it to retest, and probably, like, it has a higher probability to come back down to retest this 43 level right before its earning. On earning, what will happen, I don't know, but this is the likely scenario that it can push up higher and come back down. Next one is Snow, another beneficiary of the current market bull run, and technical analysis doesn't provide us enough data as this is a recent stock, recently IPO stock. But with the current bullish momentum in overall market, I can see it moves towards this 180 level, and at that point it will retest this previous support zone, which happened like around 10th May of 2021. So this, if it reached to that level, then the supply zone will be relatively fresher, so we might see a pullback coming down towards 160 150 level once again. CrowdStrike is still in the bear flag formation, if you can see the pole, and this is the flag, and it is running higher and higher. So I think, like, what will happen is, like, we can get another push higher towards 200 level or 209, but 200 will be the significant level, and we might get a rejection from that level, but that rejection won't be like a major rejection. It might retest this 172 level one more time and move up from there before its earning, and we might get a conclusion right after its earning, like what happens with their earnings report. Google, it was a beast this week, and it almost made like $250 moves within a few days. Now the bullish momentum is very strong on the Google, and it won't be stopped unless it reached to this 2450, and beyond that it can be possible that it will retest this 2500 level before coming down again. Also remember that it has a split coming on 18th July, so there is about like a week of 1 week of time left for it to make that move. But I guess what will happen on split, that it will come crashing down, and also earnings are upon us with Google, so these two catalysts can push us higher for this week, and when the split will happen, it can come crashing down even further. Facebook or Meta, nothing specific here, that we still have this bear flag formation, and at this price, like I speculate that it can retest this 185 level if the market continues to be bullish. Microsoft has a clear path to 275 as its earnings are coming up, and probably it will stay to that level before its dividend payout. So nothing significant over there. It's a very safe stock to play with. Just be careful to swing either or before earnings and dividend dates. CHWY, this is a very intriguing stock. I covered it in the last one of my last video as well, and it is intriguing because there is no solid reason for this push towards the high, like the cup formation that it is forming right now while pushing higher and higher. So I couldn't find anything significant. If you do, please let me know and share it in the comment section. So as you guys can see here, the stochastic is turning bearish, RSI is going into that overbought territory. So what I'm expecting to happen is like it will retest this 47 level, might push close to 50-51, and then we will get a solid rejection coming back down and filling this gap which is right between $31 to $29. Costco, retail sector has some wind in its sail, and all the retail stocks are soaring. Costco is making higher moves in the rising wedge formation, and it's kind of looking more bullish in bearish term, so expect it to move right between like 512 to 530 at the max, but beyond that I don't think so. It will push beyond that, beyond this 530 level, because the stochastic is turning bearish slightly. So we might get one more push and then come down right before its earning close to 468 level. Next one is Moderna. Moderna has this nice cup formation. Healthcare sector is in bullish state, so we might see a push to 185 at the max, possibly 200. But as other stocks, as Costco and other stocks, this stochastic is turning bearish, so we might see a retest like around like 185 and before coming down towards 150. NVAX or the Novavax, similar formation to Moderna. Just watch like what it wants to do at this 86 level. If we get a rejection, then we might see a drop towards 58 right before its earning, and on earning, let's see what it wants to do. Procter & Gamble, nice V-shaped recovery from its recent low of 129, and right now we are holding that previous resistance, which is turning as support level around like 145. So we are holding pretty nicely over here, but let's see what it wants to do. According to the indicators, like I don't see like it can push higher. It will come down close to 139. And the last but not least is a Tesla. Tesla was a solid mover this week, and it gave us a solid move from around 630 to 752, which is it is at right now. And based on its indicator, I think like there is one more leg up in Tesla before its earning. So we might see a retest of 800 if market conditions remains bullish. Otherwise we might come down around like 700 or 690 before bouncing back again right before its earning. Now I'm expecting Tesla's earning to be mediocre compared to their last earning report, and it all depends on the future guidance, like what guidance Tesla wants to give us. But I think like it will flush right after its earning. Right now we are pricing in its earning move, so just be careful here, because Tesla can swing wildly in either direction, either input or call direction. So be very, very careful if you are playing with options. And that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, then show it by hitting the thumbs up button, and please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. And thanks for watching. See you guys in next video. Bye.